Yo, what's up guys, after 5 months it's finally time for another meta turret tower full build video covering all the latest updates, changes and optimizations. If you want to get fully caught up on the recent meta shifts, I'll link the update video in the description. Also, this one is a special one because I just hit 2k subscribers, and to celebrate I'm giving away 4 of the fantastic tames. Here's how you can enter. Obviously like the video, subscribe to my channel, and then also to my linked Twitch account. Link's gonna be in the description below. Also, comment your favorite dino and why it is your top pick. If you have already all of the fantastic tames, do not worry, I'll hook you up with one of the upcoming ones, or just send you the equivalent on PayPal. Let's get into it. Let's quickly talk about all of the features that we have. So we have a 15 by 15 cage, and the tower is 14 walls high, excluding the roof. The generator in the middle of the 3 by 3 core is vault dropped and has a little tunnel to access it for refilling. This tunnel will self-destruct when being attacked, as well as the thatch ceiling on top of the generator, which will lead all of the vaults to drop onto the generator, completely covering it when being attacked, like I said. We have the newest meta of turret and Tesla distribution, as well as the beehives installed on this tower. Also, we have a floating generator box for a second generator up in the air, which is covered against cannonball attacks with tech structures. And then also we have the regular roof that we currently use for the meta towers to shift off enemy tanks when they try to get dropped on top of the tower. For extra stability, we also have the floating invisible tech cellar doors, which are basically connecting the core of the tower to the cage, which means that you need to drop the whole cage to drop the tower itself. If you only blow the bottom and the top of the core, it will still float in the air. And then also I'm going to show you quickly how to build a kill box, which is used to kill stegos. Let's get into it. So step 1, make a foundation, raise it all the way to the top. A generator in front of it, a thatch ceiling of it, and we just enclose it completely. Like this. And we need a ceiling, put it to a tech cellar door, place it here. From here, this is your core, you go and build your foundation. I'm going to do it with a 15 by 15. When you build your foundation, make sure that the outline of the foundation is on the same level, or at least the same grid. Which means that this all is the same grid, obviously, because it's on the same level. Or we go 2 higher. This section, which is half a wall off, is not on the grid, and it will not connect to our cage. Basically shown in here. This and this is connected, but I can't place a wall in here and expect it to hold up these walls. Right, we can place one over here, but it's basically, and I can show that. Right, this, destroy this, and if I destroy this one, it looks like it's still held up by the foundation, but it will not be, as you see. Then you want to damage that ceiling to a point where it is almost breaking. This is important for later, just in case someone actually gets into your tunnel over there, and if they try to hit the generator, the splash damage will instantly kill the thatch ceilings, and the walls that we're gonna drop on top of it will fall and block the generator again. This is fine. Now you want to place a thatch wall over here. Use the ladder trick. Go up. I like to use metal ceilings just because it's gonna be easy to line the vaults. Hold around. Line it up with the cross in the middle of the foundation, of the ceiling. We can snap the next bit. Double snap points again, turn it around, line it up with the corner again. Place the last one. Now we destroy this thatch wall using a tech rifle. Do not destroy it with this, because this would destroy the whole walls as well. We drop though, you see it's landing perfectly on that thatch ceiling. Now we do that again to block off the tunnel. On the other side over here. This ceiling vaults use K mode, and the middle beam of that vault be lined up with the corner of that vault below, so you don't want it to be above, like you see in the video. this one, tap the second one. By this, it drops down. You can put the ladder as well. And then if you go close to it, the tunnel opens up. You can crawl into it. Build this thing with element on. Someone gets in here, tries to blow that thing. This will get destroyed too, and the vaults will fall on top of this as well. And if someone tries to actually get into the tunnel by destroying this tech cellar door, these vaults will also drop and close it off. The next thing is you build a 3x3 core if you're using an uneven foundation number, or a 2x2 if your number is even, and then you can install the pattern. There's obviously multiple patterns. As you see, I'm using basically a regular 4 pattern. It's like turret over turret and a gap in between. You can also do 5 or put some gaps in between that. And if you want to make them floating like this, you need to install tech cellar doors, but for that you need to build the cage first. When you got your cage done, by the way, this tower is 14 walls high, 2 walls base at the bottom and 1 at the top level. And you're going to take pillars. You're going to go into the bottom of the cage, 1 wall off the ground, 2 walls off the side or off the corner, solid on the left side and the right side of the corner. Then you can start placing floating walls like that. Another pillar over here to connect it together. And then we make a net all the way around and connect it in every corner. It's gonna end up looking like this. Another gonna end up looking like this, which is another protection layer against erasers. Also, what you want to do, since like I said earlier, we don't want to involve these off layers, big walls, and then you just close the cage so it is completely closed in, even though we don't get connection from this. Back at the top, you take pillars again and you install a pillar into every connection of double door frame on the highest level, which is going to be the connections for our net, which we're going to place on top. And also you go into the corners of your tower, like over here. Over here, I mean, I hope you can see this. Right over here, install this, because this will make sure that this wall and this wall is connected, because even though they look like they are connected, if you don't insert pillars, there is no actual structure connection. If a whole row of walls is blown at the bottom, the whole wall drops down as well. We're going to do that on the core of our tower as well, just to get more structure integrity. Also, to connect the core with the outside, you're going to take tech cellar doors, the 3x3s, and place them at a certain level, wherever you want it to be. This is going to turn invisible later and connect our cage to the core, so even if the bottom and the top gets dropped, the core still stands. Also, we're going to use these connections to install our floating Teslas. For that, you build it like this. Then you need a quarter ceiling for the corner. Pull it like this. Go back to the top. We're going to take tech cellars. We're going to build a big cross over the top layer of the tower, which will first of all provide more connections for our net, and also give us another connection from the cage to the middle of the tower. Completely across. And then we fill the holes with ledge ceilings. Then you want to decide which direction the sides of your roof gonna be. For me, it's gonna be the left and the right side from the angle I'm looking at right now. Then you can start with water wall. Place railings. Complete outside line, leave that open for now. We're gonna fill that in later. And the thatch ceiling will help you completely easily place those railings. So when you're ready, you then want to go over to the edge where you want to start your roof from. Going to this one, you place this one because we need it to build the roof. Go one down on the one side, and that will allow you to build the roof to the other side up. Here you just build it all the way to the middle, and you just, on an uneven number, leave the middle gap open. On an even number, you can make it a point at the top, and you do that for the left side and the right side. So when we have the roof done to this point, you then want to take door frames again and close the sides off, just like this. And then you don't want to go all the way up, and you also don't want to stick them through here. Just basically below the roof. Both sides. And obviously also on the other side. And then another thing that you want to do, and you need pillars for that. On one side of the double door frames, you install a pillar of it. And over here we can now snap another railing to close the roof off. Just one thing more. To connect this side of the railing to this side of the railing, we then need to insert another railing in the middle over here. Now we want to drag this with a horizontal pillar across the roof, like this. And at every railing, you go back to a upside down pillar and repeat this process over here. Sides then going to be closed with some more railings, just like this. You can probably leave the small thing over here open, and then over here you want to do this, and then the bigger gap you close with a sloped railing again. On both sides, and for the whole area as well as the other side, when you have everything finished, you can also finish this side of the netting off, which we couldn't do before because if they are placed before, you can't place doubled off. Once the roof is finished, it's going to look like this. We're going to go inside. One row over the net, we're going to install a complete row of exceller doors. And then we need thatch walls again because we're going to do more turrets over here. Middle one is this one. I'm going to place one over here and one over here for Teslas. And we're going to install 4 turrets per side. Get this up. Here, over here. Leave a gap here. 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 Over here. One over here. And turrets for the roof. Okay, so now you can make everything over here invisible. This row. And this row. And then you can start destroying. I'll do it on the normal way. Destroying these thatch ceilings without anything breaking. Once the roof is finished and everything is floating, like you see over here. Also these spots down here. I'm going to insert a flying elevator up here using 4 connections of exceller doors again. A metal ceiling so it can't be shot by tech structures. Weapons, I mean. Regular box around it. Obviously with the door over here. We close it off. And to make it cannon proof, or at least very hard to be destroyed by cannonballs, we want to make a just very tiny tech box around the bottom ceiling. Like ceiling as, and that will prevent people from cannonballing the lowest ceiling just up the generator. Let's talk about the turrets. Obviously, you can do whatever you want, but I suggest if you're playing something like small tribes with small tribe sizes, go up to 10% Teslas and a few beehive turrets, or the wasp turrets, whatever it's called. Then if you play something like Conquest with like medium-sized tribes, where you can be attacked by like up to 20, 25 players, up to maximum of 30% Teslas and beehive turrets, maybe something between 20 and 30%. And if you play mega tribes, actually like regular official servers, and you can be attacked by like, I don't know, 50 people at the same time, I would say go up to at a maximum of 40% Teslas, with like a minimum of 30%. And if you want to know the reason why all of that, go and watch my latest video about that. Let's quickly have a look at the distribution. So I have 16 ground turrets which can be used to push forward, quickly picked up and placed on the Ling Ling, for example. Then the core tower has 2 rings of 8 Teslas, the rest is regular turrets in a 50-50 split. Those flying plateaus have a Tesla and a beehive turret each to extend the beehive's range. Then I have 4 regular flying heavy turrets to protect those things against rockets. The outside of the tower had 2 Teslas per side and then a turret of each kind per side. So there's a total of 8 turrets and 8 Teslas as well. And the roof has another 2 Teslas and 8 turrets to cover it. When you have all your turrets placed, you take a regular wall again, use double door frames, and then you just walk to those things or fly to them, whatever, and you look at them, you place the metal wall, and you see it replaces the thatch wall with the double door frame. Super easy, you almost can't break anything over here. Basically just replace it. Just make sure that nothing green sticks out like this, because then you see it will place it on the left side. If you look at it and you don't see anything green actually inside that thing, this was a mistake over here. Easy as that placement. So the last thing that we want to take a look at is a kill box for stegos, where you can drop enemy stegos into it, and the turrets shoot the rider off, and the thylas will do the rest, so you don't care about them. So what you do is, from your tower, you drag out a foundation support, and then you basically make it invisible. And I'm gonna basically, I would destroy this now to rebuild, but I mean, it's so easy. There's a connection of 2 regular cellar doors over here. You place 4 thatch walls in a row over there and over there. You connect a little roof to it, and you just snap 4 tech turrets in the core, and then 4 heavy turrets against rockets on the sides. And these turrets will shoot riders of stegos. Super easy. And the bottom has a 4x4 cage, walls high to easily drop them stegos in there. That's already it for the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your favorite dino to participate at the giveaway. And I'm gonna see you in the next one. Goodbye.